I'm asked a lot of questions as a business coach for wedding planners, and one of the most common is, Candice, how can I make more money in my wedding planning business? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 really creative and also pretty easy ways for you to increase revenue in your wedding planning business. Now, if you're new here, hey, I'm Candice Coppola. I'm your new business BFF, so be sure to hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I upload a new video every Thursday. I'm a former wedding planner and designer turned business coach for wedding pros and planners, and I help you build a profitable business with purpose. And part of building a profitable business with purpose is knowing how to make money and how to diversify your revenue as a planner and as a wedding pro. In this video, I'm going to share with you some really easy ways that will help you to increase your profits and for you to make more money as a wedding planner. But let's just talk about making money as a wedding planner first, because girl, it is not easy to make money in this profession. I bet when you started your business, you were like, oh my God, I can charge somebody $5,000 and plan their wedding. Like, I am gonna be rich. No, you're not. It's not that easy. It's actually not that easy to get clients. It's not that easy to get them to pay you a lot. And it's not that easy to make money because we typically spend all the money we make, but that's a separate conversation. I'm just saying that I know how difficult it is to really be profitable as a wedding planner. And this is because most wedding planners get into business and they don't charge a ton of money. They charge a small amount. They work with clients on a limited budget. And so if that's where you're at right now and you're charging $500 or maybe $1,000 for wedding planning, you're gonna find really quickly that it is almost impossible to grow a sustainable business at that price point. And you definitely are gonna need to charge more money and you're gonna need to diversify your revenue. But even if you do charge more than that, it can feel difficult running a wedding planning business on services only. You know, unlike photographers who are able to sell like albums and prints and even like other shoots, engagement shoots, portrait sessions, etc., wedding planners are kind of stuck, you know? We are planning a wedding, and what else can we charge for, really? I mean, we charge for our time and our services, and there's really only one of us, and there's only so many weekends in a year. We can only take so many weddings, so it really limits the amount of profit your business can make. This video is gonna change that for you and open up your mind to other ways for you to diversify your revenue. So let's first talk about the first thing that you can do to make more money in your wedding planning business. I'm putting this in the beginning because it's obvious, and we're just gonna get the obvious out of the way. But I promise you the next ideas are gonna be things that you haven't thought about. Okay, the first way that you can make more money in your wedding planning business is to raise your price, okay? Like, it's time. It's time. Raise it by $10, raise it by $100, raise your price. If you want to make more money in your wedding planning business, then you might need to evaluate the amount of money you're spending and also how much you're charging in general. Now, I did a whole video on 7 signs that it's time for you to raise your price. So I'm going to link that below. Definitely go and watch that if you are terrified to increase your price. I'm gonna give you the formula to go by, and then you can make a decision as to whether increasing your price is a smart move for you right now. But listen, you wanna make more money? Charge more money. It's really that simple. Okay, now that we've gotten the most obvious out of the way, let's go to number 2. The second way that you can make more money as a wedding planner and also diversify your revenue is to remove some services from your package and charge them as a la carte. Hear me out, because I personally think this is a genius strategy. Why? Because I made it up, and I also did it in my wedding planning business, and it was like light bulbs were going off. I was like, why did I not think of this before? Let me paint a scenario for you first to for you to contextualize this. You have your full service planning package. It's soup to nuts. Like, it has everything a girl could want to plan her wedding. Yeah? And you have this couple, they come in, they're like, yeah, we wanna work with you, we're so excited, but we already found our venue and we see that full service includes venue research, so can you remove this and then adjust the price to suit? Have you ever been in this situation? I have, and you know what? it sucks. There's no way around it because like, honestly, really, I don't want to lower my price, because everything kind of works together and you really didn't do the math to begin with to figure this all out. And so you don't even know what venue research should cost. So what should we remove? Is any like alarm bells going off in your head? Are you thinking, oh my God, I have been there. This happened to me yesterday. It happens to every wedding planner, okay? We've all been in this situation at some form or another at some time. And if you could remove services from your packages that really should be a la carte, like venue research, RSVP tracking, out-of-town gift bag assembly and delivery, those are just a couple. If you're able to remove them from any packages and offer them a la carte, number one, you remove this friction of, hey, we don't want this, can you remove it and give us a different price? Like that no longer exists anymore. Thank you. Second, if clients really need this, then they can invest in it. And you can also spend some time marketing it to your existing clients to get them to invest in it, to increase your value per customer. So the first way you can make more money is to remove services and offer them as an add-on, thereby increasing the overall package price. And you're doing it in a way that feels honestly good. It feels ethical because it's like, if they don't need this, then why have it in there? Because then I guess they're paying for something they don't need. And if they do need it, then great, we offer this service, they can just add it on. Now I mentioned 3 services. Let me just recap. Venue research is something that I would like right now, like pause this video, okay? Go and take that shit out of your package. Pause it and take it out. It does not belong there. Add it as an a la carte. If you want to learn more about how venue research can be its own standalone service, I wrote an entire playbook on this that's available inside my shop. I will link it down below. It has everything you need to make venue research a standalone singular service, okay? So that's one. The second would be something like RSVPs or invitation assembly. Quite frankly, I think that is like a bullshit job. And if clients want you to do it, they should pay you extra for it. Similar to also out-of-town bag assembly and delivery, remind me to tell you my story about the time a bride showed up to my office with a U-Haul truck filled to the brim. This is not a joke. I am dead serious. Filled to the brim with out-of-town bag supplies. These out-of-town bags were beyond anything your wildest imagination could dream of. First of all, they weren't bags, they were actual coolers. And I'm just gonna leave the story there. If you wanna hear this story, I tell really funny stories about my time as a wedding planner. It's called Tales from the Clipboard. It's awesome, honestly. There's a lot of funny stories. This story is included. You can go to CandiceCoppola.com/tales and go sign up to receive these stories straight to your inbox. So good. But remove that from your package. You don't need to be assembling some crazy out-of-town bags and then delivering them and having to manage that. Let that be separate. Now, the next way that you can diversify your revenue and make more money as a wedding planner is to think about growing your team. This isn't a decision I want you to make lightly. It's definitely something that you're gonna need to think on and also prepare and strategize for. I can help you do that, of course, as a business coach. But if you can have a larger team, even one additional associate planner on your team, you are then creating a larger footprint of weddings that you can take on. One associate planner can actually match the number of weddings that you take on a year. So let's say that you are comfortable taking on somewhere between 15 to 20 weddings every wedding season. And that's really the maximum amount is 20. Well, if you get an associate planner to take on weddings for you, you could potentially do 40 weddings a year in your business. And that can drastically increase your revenue and the profit that your business makes. Now, of course, having team members, there's expenses associated with that. That's a whole separate video. Let me know if you'd like to see something on associate planners here on my YouTube channel in the comments section below. But more planners on your team equals more clients. You can handle more weddings, and that definitely is going to be a way for you to diversify your revenue and make more money in your wedding planning business. Now, the fourth is a lot simpler than growing your team, and I think you're gonna get a kick out of this one. I think you're gonna get a kick out of this one, and it is to cut your expenses. Listen, the easiest way for you to make more money in your business is to stop spending so much damn money on your business. Here's what I know, having coached pretty much almost thousands of business owners at this point. I have learned that small businesses, mine included, are cash-eating machines. We love to spend money. We love to spend money. I have spent so much money in the last 30 days on AI tools. It's embarrassing. I am embarrassed to tell you how much money I've spent on AI software, like upgrading ChatGPT, getting Jasper AI, buying another software called Copy. I have spent so much money on AI, and I know similarly in your business that you're spending a lot of money on stuff. I also know that as small business owners, we pay everybody else first before we pay ourselves. So let's just talk about this. You pay Starbucks before you pay yourself. You pay your day of staff before you pay yourself. You pay me, your business coach, before you pay yourself. There's something wrong with that. So if you want to make more money in your business, you need to stop spending so much money in your business. This is a good time for you to take a look at your expenses and ask yourself, okay, first of all, what am I spending money on that I don't even use? Should I get rid of it, or should I actually use it? You have a choice to make. Do you actually spend the time to use that thing, or do you let that thing go and not miss it at all? Another is in thinking through all of your expenses, and I'm talking software, team members, business coach, everything you've spent money on. You have to really ask yourself what it's doing for your business and if it's a necessary expense. Can you function without it? And is there an alternative for that might be more in line with a price point you can afford? So for instance, if you're using a very overpriced planning software to work with your clients, and let's say they're not even really using it and you don't really like it, but you feel like you need to use it and you're spending, I don't know, $100 a month on this, you have to ask yourself, well, is there an alternative out there that costs less and that might even do a better job? So this is an option for you to start looking at other options for yourself for anything that you might be spending money on in your business. But remember, the fastest way to make more money is to stop spending so much. Now, if you want to learn more about managing your business finances and you just want to be smarter about spending money, and you also want to learn how to pay yourself, I'm going to recommend a book, and it's called Profit First. It's by Michael Michalowicz. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Michael is a genius, and you're gonna love this book. It's gonna teach you how to set your business up for financial success and take your profit first. Michael talks about small businesses being cash-eating machines. Literally, your business takes money in and then it spends it all and leaves nothing back for you or for business growth. And he teaches you how to turn it from a cash-eating machine into taking your profit first. It's a great book. I'll link it down below. Go and pick up the audio and make sure you get the hard copy too. The final way that you can make more money as a wedding planner is to look at ways to just diversify your services and your footprint as a whole. If you've been really focused on weddings and you haven't thought about how you might be able to plan social events or corporate events, this might be a good time for you to explore what those edges look like and if there's opportunities to plan bar and bat mitzvahs, sweet 16s, anniversaries, large-scale birthday parties, and other milestone celebrations in the lives of your clients and their families and friends. I think it's a missed opportunity to just focus on weddings. And if there is this option for you to check out other events, including corporate, you should definitely see how that can help to build revenue in your business. I love corporate work. I love social work. I think it's great to sort of fill in the calendar gaps. And it's just nice actually to not always work a wedding every weekend and to have something different to look forward to. So diversifying your services is looking at other events that you can plan, but it's also kind of exploring opportunities that may be coming your way. an option to partner with brands to represent them to your clients and to your social media. If you built any kind of social media following, you have people paying attention and listening to you, and brands love that. So you may get emails from brands saying, hey, we want to send you our product. Hey, we want to build a partnership. Explore what those opportunities look like. I'm so grateful that I did that earlier on in my career, because those brand partnerships have brought me in so much revenue and also just so much opportunity and joy in working with those brands and being able to partner with them. So partnering with brands is another way for you to leverage your audience and this social media audience that you've built. Now, you could also look at expanding your services and maybe offering 60-minute planning calls to your clients, additional planning hours to your month of coordination clients, offering something called like a planning clarity call for anybody who might want to just pick your brain about what they should be thinking about when it comes to planning their wedding. There are lots of other smaller services that you can offer. And typically people ask us if we do something, and if enough people ask you if you do something or if you'd be willing to do it for them, that's a good indication that you can expand your services to now offer that as an a la carte item. So those are 5 fun ways for you to make more money as a wedding planner. I have lots of content here on YouTube for wedding planners, everything from how to price your services to how to start a wedding planning business and how to grow it. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video on Thursdays. I'd love to hear from you below what you intend to do to diversify your revenue and to make more money. Are any of my ideas hitting you? And do you have any ideas that you want to share in the conversation? Leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.